Every country has their own version of pico de gallo. They all share the basic 4 ingredients, which is onion, tomatoes, lime or lemon juice, and cilantro. After that, each country will add their own version, different ingredients, more or less. In this video, I'm going to show you not only the Costa Rican version, but my version. Let's get started. Chop your onions in half. Remove the skin and start cutting it into long strips, then into cubes. If you want your onion to be a little bit smaller than that, mince it until you reach your desired consistency. Add the onion to a medium-sized bowl and continue chopping the rest. I noticed that the last layer of my onion was a little bit too dry, so I removed it and kept chopping. Cut your limes or lemons, whichever you're using, in half and squeeze them. Stir and let the onion rest in the lime juice while we prep the rest of the ingredients. Letting the onion sit with the lime juice helps remove some of that strong raw flavor that the onion has. Bring your tomatoes and cut them in half. I like to use Roma tomatoes because of their flavor and because they have fewer seeds and less juice compared to other tomatoes. I also like to remove the seeds so my pico de gallo is not too watery. It's just a preference. Trim the ends off of the tomatoes, slice them into long strips and then into cubes. Try to cut the tomatoes to about the same size. It won't change the flavor, but it will make your pico look much nicer, and remember, we eat with our eyes first. Add your tomatoes to the onion and lime juice mixture. Stir and check the tomato to onion ratio. I like giving you the full recipe, but I also want to show you how to cook with your instincts. To me, I see too much onion and not enough tomatoes, so I go back, remove more seeds, cut more tomatoes into cubes, and then add them to my pico de gallo. I added 3 more tomatoes for a total of 7, which I consider a good amount of pico de gallo. Adjust to your liking. Then chop the bell pepper. I am also using green bell pepper to add more color, but you can use any other color. Just remember that the color of the pepper can affect the appearance of your pico. Cut it into long strips and then into cubes. Add it to the tomatoes and look how beautiful everything is starting to look. Now bring the cilantro. I like to cut some of the stems off, then cut it in half and chop it finely. Optional step, add a little bit of chopped jalapeno, which you'll be able to find the recipe here in the channel. These are homemade pickled jalapenos, but you can also use fresh jalapenos if that's what you prefer. Add it to the mixture and stir to combine. Look at those colors and enjoy the aroma. It's simply delicious. Here's where this pico de gallo might be different from yours. Add black pepper, salt, and only 1 teaspoon of sugar. I know it sounds crazy, but trust me, it's just a tiny amount of sugar. It won't make it sweet, but it will really enhance the flavor. Stir one last time and adjust the seasoning. Add more black pepper, salt, or jalapeno, or whatever you want to add to your pico de gallo. You will notice that after adding salt, there's more liquid in your pico. Salt makes the tomatoes release water through osmosis. Hopefully I said that right. That's also why I like removing the seeds. But honestly, whether you like your pico de gallo soupy or dry, both are delicious. Eat it with chips or add it to any of your meals for a fantastic flavor. I have other recipes here in this channel that you will be able to pair with this delicious pico de gallo, like this recipe over here. And if this is your first time on this channel, welcome. Don't forget to subscribe. That way you don't miss out any other delicious recipes like this one. Thank you guys for watching. See you next time. Bye-bye.